Hey, how's it going guys? I'm Ruse and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. I'm really sorry for not posting any videos for the last 2 weeks. I have two reasons. My main one is that the hotel I'm working at is extremely short-staffed, so all the work is pushed into my department. The second reason is I was running low on ideas. But not anymore because the new pack has just dropped. Speaking of ideas, I was planning to make Enma deck showcase, but I didn't realize the new pack dropped, so I scrapped that idea and made a new one for the new Shikigami instead. But before that, we have a lot of card adjustment to cover, so if you want to skip, as usual, you can use the timestamp. So first up for the adjustment, we have Chin. Again, girl, they ruined you now. This SSR is super bad because this no longer reduces her countdown, so that will not count to her ability. They absolutely butchered this SSR. Next is Kurumi's SSR. Her SSR has 6 effects and they nerfed the auto attack one. I'm not sure about this nerf because the way they phrased it make it look like nothing has changed. But if they change it so it worked like Otakemaru's level 1 combat card, this is a pretty bad change. Then we have Charge. Shikigami got 2 nerfs. Wuchen only got a slap on the wrist because they lowered the random projectile to 3 points instead of 4. It might not seem much, but a lot of strong Shikigami has 4 health, so not letting the projectile straight up kill them is a good choice. Tarkaji on the other hand got it pretty bad because now his projectile immunity and instant death immunity only works when he is on the combat zone. That's harsh, but deserved. It's pretty hard removing a 7 health form without the help of projectiles. Next is Kusa. Unexpectedly, they changed her basic ability to when she plays a different form than her current one, draw a card. I think this one is unnecessary. The old effect was fine, and when you have a dupe of that form, you can at least use it to get a draw, but now you can't even do that. They somehow made her worse. Her evolve also got adjusted with the nerf stats but reduced level, and the effect also changes to when she plays a different form, she will trigger the previous form effect, then draw a card. Hey yo, NetEase, what the hell Kusa did to you and why did you make her worse? Is there some Chinese wizard cooking up grass in your server or something that you had to nerf her this bad? Now for the buffs. First up is Otengu with absolutely nothing changed. Yes, you heard me right. Nothing. They changed nothing, but somehow he ended up on the list. Next is both of Kamaitachi combat card burst requirement got lower. So yay, faster burst. This is going to be relevant because we get a new charge support. And lastly, 2 of Kusa's form got a fast keyword, but for some reason they also put Kusa healing form as buffed, but they didn't change anything. And that is all for the card adjustment. I feel like this was already taking too long, so let's jump into the deck rundown, shall we? Once I saw Chocho's card, 2 things went across my mind. First one, isn't she the girl Kodokushi is simping for? And the second one, this card would be bonkers. But before I explain what the deck does, I will have to explain what the new keyword does. It is called Tactical. After you activate a card that has Tactical, the effect will remain until that Shikigami is defeated. Shikigami with Tactical, when they assault, they will activate that card effect instead of attacking. For example, if the Tactical card was a spell, when that Shikigami assault, it will activate the spell effect instead. But if it's a combat card, it will attack normally with the bonus effect of said combat card. That's pretty much how it works, but Tactical will only work once per turn, so even if you reset your assault with Shiranui or Oitsuki, the effect will only activate once. And now, for the deck. The deck is focused on summoning huge Oryuki and force her to attack using Chocho's One Night Dream or Enduring Sorrow. The main problem for Nokanshi deck in the past is that they can't attack during the turn Oryuki was summoned, and with this deck, it will be so much easier and consistent because how the tactical keyword works. Ruby's Casket got nerfed, but now you don't need to worry about keeping your health high enough, because now it always summons a 15 stats Oryuki. Jorogumo here only acts as a debuffer, so if you want to replace her, you can replace her with any other debuffer you like. And here's the card priority list. For our high priority, we mostly want Nokanshi and Musubi's card. you definitely want to aim to at least fuse your Oryuki at once, so that when you activate Pink Madame, you will revive a decently high stats Oryuki. Puppet Merchant will allow you to extend your plays because this deck used quite a lot of orbs. And for Chocho's One Night Dream, while it is important to have, you want to save it until you summon a big enough Oryuki. For the situational choice, Song of Goldweave is great for decks that rely on buffer that allows you to force them forward or they can't attack with their main attacker. Destiny Goddess is a great choice for early or mid game to fix your hand. Be Together is kind of situational because if you have a decent hand, you don't want to activate this because it will shuffle the cards back to your deck. And Burial Rites is mainly for flex. As for finisher, we have 2. Enduring Sorrow is like One Night Dream, but it has the additional added attack immunity, so you can use this when the opponent also has a big blocker. And for Graceful Butterfly, this is basically a no cost because it auto activates when Chocho assaults, and you get a free card on activation. If you're lucky, you can get a copy of One Night Dream and you get to increase the OTK potential of this deck. And that's about it for the deck rundown. I didn't put any of Jorogumo's card in the priority list because all of her cards are situational and it all depends on the matchup you're dealing with. With that, let's move on with the replays. Our first match is against a full Divination team using Baizhe. Because of Baizhe, a full Divination team is now viable and actually scary. The downside is this match will take longer because Divination takes fucking forever. When fighting against this team, I would definitely recommend going full frontal assault because other than Hanya, they usually leave their combat zone empty. Your first hand priority should be Enmusubi's form and Nokanshi's card. The rest you can draw them using Enmusubi or stall long enough with Nokanshi. Your first level up most of the time would be Enmusubi because you want to build up those stacks as early as possible. That will help you in the long run. Ideally, you want to kill Dodonmeki just before they get to level 2 because the deck main power comes from her evolve. On their turn, they activate Blazing Pupil on our Jorogumo, then activate another Blazing Pupil, completely killing our Jorogumo and dealt 2 damage piercing. Their deck is focused on cycling through their deck so that they can spam Blazing Pupil over and over again. With that, we stop them from evolving Dodonmeki early. On their turn, they put History as Mirror on Baizhe and pass because they didn't have ways to out our Chocho and they don't want to risk damaging their only attacker. On our turn, I have a feeling they will attack next turn, so we're going to ruin that by using Chocho to attack Baizhe, giving her Enrage. Then evolve Nokanshi to summon Oryuki as a blocker. This way, Baizhe will guarantee to die if they attack. On their turn, they will evolve Hanya, and as expected, they will choose to pass until they get a way to clear the combat zone. On our turn, we got the perfect top deck, so we activate One Night's Dream on Oryuki, then we assault, making her attack again, dealing a clean 8 damage. It is better if we push for damage now because next turn Dodonmeki will revive. On their turn, as expected, they will evolve Dodonmeki, but they will pass again. Probably they didn't get the cards they want. On our turn, we activate Traveler to draw a card, and the form gives extra draw. After that, we switch form to Puppet Merchant. That will also let us draw 1 card, and we get 1 extra orb. We use that to assault with Chocho, making Oryuki attack. Then we use our second One Night Dream to push even more damage and draw another card. On their turn, they activate Omniscience, moving Baizhe card to the bottom. That will activate the projectile spell, killing our Oryuki. Then they activate a third Blazing Pupil, killing our Chocho. After that, they assault with Baizhe because they can't attack unless they use her first, and they will pass. On our turn, we activate Traveler to heal and draw. Ooh, Burial Rites. With this, our preparation is complete. We attack with Nokanshi, then evolve him again, summoning Oryuki and pass. On their turn, if they can't finish us or at least kill Nokanshi, they will be in a very bad place. They will put the level 3 form on Kisei. Yikes, that is huge. Then Omniscience, but rather than removing our Oryuki, they choose to heal instead. That was a bad move. And I will show you why in a second. On our turn, we activate 2 Robust Casket. Then top it off with Burial Rites. This will summon a 48 stats Oryuki and will also deal 5 damage AoE, killing their main Divination engine. Unless they have Dodomiki move spell, they cannot defeat our Oryuki. On their turn, they will try their luck with evolving Kisei, trying to get the move spell, but then they activate Samurai, shuffling back all forms and fields back to the deck. Yep, they didn't get it, so they will pass. On our turn, I wanted to flex a bit, but the opponent will just surrender. Our second matchup is against a Kagewani deck. I refuse to call her Shadow Gator because that is such a stupid name. Well, in this match, I will show you how well this deck can tank aggressive decks like this. Our hand is looking a little Enmusubi heavy, but that's fine because we have Destiny Goddess to fix our hand. In this matchup, they will try to push damage early, so we have to level up Nokanshi and put him as a blocker just to stop that initial rush. On their turn, they activate Cursed Blade to kill Nokanshi and draw a card. After that, they will actually sacrifice their Yodohime just so that we don't have a blocker. That is smart, forcing us to actually use our Shikigami to attack. On our turn, we put Destiny Goddess on Enmusubi, then attack with Jorogumo. Having a 3 attack blocker will be pretty hard for them. On their turn, they will attack with Kagewani. I forgot she gets attack boost when assaulting, so our Jorogumo was not a problem for them. Then they activate Hibernation, and that will make their Ghost Gator effect gain a permanent piercing effect, and they pass. On our turn, we will just attack with Chocho to kill Kagewani because they will level up to level 2 next turn, and I don't want the Ghost Gator to have a first move. On their turn, they will evolve Garuda, then just attack with Hanya to kill our Chocho and pass. On our turn, we'll just evolve Nokanshi to summon Oryuki and pass. We do not want to use the assault spell just yet. On their turn, they activate Foresight Slash, killing our Oryuki. Of course, they brought the attack immunity cards, then activate Phase Changing, putting Oni Strike on the top deck just so they get the +1 attack. They did Divine but didn't move cards and pass. On our turn, since we have all the pieces, we might as well evolve Jorogumo, then activate the Hunt card, recovering our health. After that, we activate Venom Claw on Yodohime just in case she attacks. On their turn, they will evolve Kagewani. Man, her SSR is so underwhelming. Then attack with Hanya to kill our Jorogumo and pass. We need more cards to start our Nokanshi combo, so we activate Traveler to draw cards, then assault with Chocho. We don't want to use Nokanshi because next turn we level up to level 3. On their turn, they will attack with Kagewani, killing our Chocho, then activate another one of the piercing spell, dealing 6 damage and pass. On our turn, we activate Robust Casket, then just activate Enmusubi's Field. We don't have enough power, so I'm not gonna waste time trying to use that assault spell and pass. On their turn, they activate Garuda's attack immunity card, damaging our Oryuki, then assault with him again to further damage our Oryuki and pass. That's actually pretty smart. Because they have the tactical keyword, they can activate it once every turn. On our turn, we put Tangled Web on their Garuda, that will make it harder for them to attack. Then we activate our last Traveler, and oh my god, we pretty much got the perfect cards. This is good enough, so we pass. On their turn, they move Ghost Gator to Garuda, then they assault. Garuda will receive 2 damage from our Jorogumo, but they did manage to kill Oryuki. Then they put the level 3 form on Yotohime. Oh shit, here comes the double strike. They activate Flash Blade. We'll take that 6 damage like a champ, but I did not expect them to pull out Seal's Blade, dealing 18 damage. That was so goddamn close. If we didn't heal with Enmusubi last turn, we would have been dead. On our turn, we need to heal, so we put Puppet Merchant on Enmusubi, drawing a card and getting a 1 orb. Then we activate Pink Madame, reviving our Oryuki, then evolve Nokanshi again to fusion into a 21 stats Oryuki. After that, we activate B together, shuffling 3 cards and drawing 3, recovering 6 health. Yeah boy, let's see how you can get over that. On their turn, they will assault with Garuda. Then activate Oni Strike. This way they get to keep Garuda's tactical effect and they pass. On our turn, it is time for Chocho to shine. We evolve her, then assault. That will put the form on her and kill Hanya. We also get a free card, then we activate One Night's Dream, and that is enough to win the game. Well, that's all for today's video. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. Overall, I think this new pack is much more interesting than the previous one. And I think I will be having a lot of fun in this pack. But I do think the new keywords is a bit too overpowered because you can activate a free card every turn. I mean, we'll have to see how the meta develops in the next week or 2, but anyway, if you want to support the channel, I have Patreon and Ko-Fi links down below, and as usual, if you have any kind of feedback, leave it down in the comments and see you next video. Bye!